If you woke up tomorrow and discovered that your job had quietly been given to a machine overnight, how long would it take before you noticed? An hour? A day? A week? For millions of people around the world, this is no longer a thought experiment. It is already happening slowly, quietly, and sometimes invisibly. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a tool we use. It is becoming a worker. And unlike humans, it doesn't sleep, doesn't take breaks, doesn't ask for raises, and never gets tired. Today we're going to explore how AI is reshaping the global workforce, why millions of jobs are at risk, which industries will be hit first, and what this transformation means for the future of work as we know it. For most of history, technological revolutions followed a familiar pattern. Machines replaced certain types of labor, but new jobs emerged to take their place. The Industrial Revolution eliminated many manual farming roles, but created factory jobs. Computers reduced clerical work, but created entire new industries in IT and software. The assumption has always been that while technology changes work, it doesn't permanently destroy it. Artificial intelligence challenges that assumption in a way no previous technology has. AI does not simply automate physical labor. It automates thinking. It reads documents, writes reports, diagnoses diseases, analyzes contracts, creates marketing campaigns, and answers customer service questions in seconds. In other words, it is moving into territory once considered uniquely human cognitive work. In 2013, researchers Carl Benedict Frey and Michael Osborne from Oxford University published a landmark study estimating that 47% of U.S. jobs were at high risk of automation. At the time, many people dismissed the number as unrealistic, but over the past decade, reality has begun to catch up. AI systems like ChatGPT, Midjourney, Claude, and enterprise automation tools have demonstrated that complex tasks can now be done faster and cheaper by software. In 2023, Goldman Sachs released a widely cited report estimating that generative AI could expose up to 300 million full-time jobs globally to automation or partial automation. The report didn't claim that all those jobs would vanish overnight, but it concluded that roughly 2/3 of current jobs could be affected in some way by AI, and that up to 25% of all work tasks in advanced economies could be fully automated. McKinsey and Company reached similar conclusions. Their research suggests that by 2030, between 400 million and 800 million workers worldwide could be displaced by automation, depending on how quickly companies adopt AI technologies. Even conservative estimates from the OECD show that at least 14% of jobs across developed countries face a high risk of full automation, with another 32% undergoing significant transformation. This isn't speculation anymore. It's an ongoing structural shift. To understand what this looks like in practice, consider customer service. 10 years ago, most customer support was handled by call center employees. Today, AI chatbots resolve millions of customer inquiries daily for companies like Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft. According to IBM, businesses already use AI chat systems to handle up to 80% of routine customer questions, cutting operational costs by as much as 30%. In banking, JPMorgan Chase developed an AI system called Coin that reviews commercial loan agreements. Tasks that once required 360,000 hours of human legal work per year are now completed in seconds, not with reduced accuracy but with fewer errors. In journalism, AI systems can already generate earnings reports, sports recaps, and financial summaries at scale. The Associated Press has used automation to write thousands of quarterly earnings articles since 2014. Media organizations increasingly rely on AI for transcription, research, and first draft writing. In graphic design, marketing, and advertising, generative tools now create logos, social media posts, videos, voiceovers, and product images at a fraction of the cost of human freelancers. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork have seen noticeable shifts in demand as clients experiment with AI-generated alternatives. Manufacturing has been automated for decades, but AI is making robots smarter, cheaper, and more adaptable. Autonomous robots can now navigate warehouses, sort packages, and assemble electronics with minimal supervision. Amazon alone operates more than 750,000 robots across its facilities as of 2023, reducing its reliance on human warehouse labor per package shipped. Even fields once thought immune are changing. Radiology, for example, relies heavily on pattern recognition. AI systems trained on millions of medical images can now detect certain cancers and abnormalities with accuracy comparable to, and in some cases exceeding, human specialists. While doctors are still essential, the number of radiologists required per patient may decline over time. Legal research is undergoing a similar transformation. AI tools like Harvey and Castex scan massive databases of case law in seconds, summarizing relevant precedents and drafting legal documents. Law firms increasingly use these systems to reduce junior associate workloads, which directly affects hiring. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2023 estimates that by 2027, about 83 million jobs will be eliminated globally due to automation and AI, while 69 million new jobs may be created, resulting in a net loss of 14 million jobs. That's not a collapse of civilization, but it is a significant disruption, especially because the new jobs require different skills than the ones being lost. And that's where the real challenge lies. When factory workers lost jobs in the 1980s and 1990s, many could transition into service roles. When clerical workers were displaced by computers, many found work in administration or retail. But the jobs being created by AI often require advanced technical skills: machine learning, engineering, data science, cybersecurity, AI ethics, robotics maintenance. These are not roles that displaced workers can easily transition into without years of retraining. The result is a growing skills gap. A 2022 study by the World Economic found that 44% of workers' core skills will need to change within 5 years due to AI adoption. At the same time, many workers lack access to affordable retraining programs, especially in developing economies. This creates a paradox. Companies say they cannot find enough qualified AI specialists, while millions of workers struggle to find employment because their existing skills are becoming obsolete. There is also a geographic divide. Wealthy countries adopt AI faster, which increases productivity but also accelerates displacement. Developing countries often rely on labor-intensive industries like manufacturing, call centers, and data processing, precisely the sectors most vulnerable to automation. For countries like India and the Philippines, where business process outsourcing employs millions, widespread AI adoption could significantly reduce employment opportunities. History shows that job displacement is rarely evenly distributed. Certain communities, age groups, and education levels are hit harder. Workers without college degrees face higher automation risk. Older workers find it more difficult to retrain. Rural economies dependent on logistics or manufacturing may shrink faster than urban tech hubs. This doesn't mean AI is inherently evil or destructive. AI is also creating enormous value. McKinsey estimates that generative AI could add between $2.6 trillion and $4 trillion annually to the global economy. Productivity gains could lower prices, increase access to services, and accelerate medical research. But productivity growth does not automatically translate into job security. During previous technological revolutions, new industries eventually absorb displaced workers. With AI, the pace is faster and the skill requirements are higher. This time, the adjustment period may be longer and more painful. Some governments are beginning to respond. The European Union is investing heavily in digital skills training. Singapore offers nationwide AI education programs for adults. Germany subsidizes reskilling initiatives for industrial workers. The United States has expanded funding for community college technical programs. Though critics argue it is not enough, there are also growing discussions about universal basic income, reduced work weeks, and stronger social safety nets as potential responses to large-scale automation. These ideas remain controversial, but they reflect a recognition that traditional employment structures may not survive unchanged. The psychological impact should not be underestimated either. Work provides more than income. It provides identity, purpose, and social connection. Losing a job to automation can feel deeply personal, even when it's part of a larger economic shift. In interviews with displaced workers from automated warehouses and call centers, many describe a sense of invisibility. Not being fired by a manager but replaced by software silently, impersonally, without explanation. Yet despite all this, it's important to be precise. AI will not eliminate work entirely, it will reshape it. Many roles will disappear, many will evolve, some will be created. The danger lies in assuming the transition will be smooth. Historically, societies that failed to manage technological transitions experienced rising inequality, political instability, and social unrest. Those that invested in education and worker protection fared better. We are now at a similar crossroads. Artificial intelligence is not coming in the future. It is already embedded in our phones, our workplaces, our hospitals, and our financial systems. The question is not whether millions of jobs will change. The question is how prepared we are when they do. Will companies use AI primarily to cut costs and maximize profits? Or will governments and institutions ensure that productivity gains are shared through education, reduced working hours, and new forms of employment. Will workers be given tools to adapt or be left behind? These are not technical questions. They are political, economic, and moral ones. For students choosing careers today, the safest jobs are not necessarily the ones with the highest salaries, but the ones that require creativity, complex human interaction, physical dexterity in unpredictable environments, and ethical judgment. Teachers, therapists, electricians, nurses, researchers, and skilled trades will still be needed. But even these fields will change as AI becomes a partner rather than a tool. We are witnessing the first generation in history that must compete directly with machines that can think. And the outcome of that competition will shape the global economy for decades. Artificial intelligence will replace millions of jobs. That much is already clear from the data, the investments, and the systems being deployed right now. But whether it also replaces opportunity, dignity, and stability, that part is still being written. And the decisions we make today about education, regulation, and social support will determine which version of the future becomes reality. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to stay informed about how technology is shaping our world, make sure to subscribe to the channel. New videos like this one are released every week, diving deep into the trends that are redefining our lives and our careers. Give this video a like if it made you think. Share it with someone who might be affected by these changes, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Because the future of work isn't waiting, and neither should we.